My people, how you doing? Wow, rough go for the World Cup referees, huh? Not going too well for those guys. It was another installment of World Cup officiating gone horrid over the weekend. England was the latest team to get hosed against Germany. Now, this is a much bigger sports story than just England v Germany. There's a really interesting twist I'll get to in just a second. Just bear with me. Let me set this thing up so you know what the heck I'm talking about. England was trailing Germany 2-1. They scored what should have been the game-tying goal in the 38th minute, the equalizer, which, by the way, one of the best terms in sports, the equalizer. The only problem was the refs didn't see it. The ball clearly crossed the line by about a yard or so. It bounces off the ground. The German goalkeeper quickly grabs the ball, kicks it out of there, fools the referees into thinking it wasn't a goal. Here's the interesting twist, and nobody's talking about this. You can fool the referees. You can trick the refs. And if you get away with it, it's all good. It's on them. You know? Nobody has an issue with what the German goalkeeper did at all. Not even England. England has every reason to point the finger at anybody who had anything to do with that horrible non-call. Should have been a goal. It wasn't credited a goal. Nobody's pointing the finger at this German goalkeeper. Everybody's pointing the finger at the linesman who didn't see this goal. Now, after the match, this German goalkeeper said that he clearly saw the ball was over the line, but because he acted so quickly, he thinks that he fooled the referees into thinking that it wasn't a goal. It's just interesting to me that nobody has an issue with this whatsoever. Nobody says, hey, that's unsportsmanlike. Nobody says, that was shady. Hey, he tricked the refs. Everybody says, hey, that was heads up. Good play if you can get away with it. It's crazy in this country, the U.S., what we have an issue with and what we don't have an issue with. Steroids, oh, bad. Performance enhancers, oh, awful, terrible. Stealing signs, kind of shady. Flopping, we don't like that. Tricking the refs, that's all good. That's fine. And that's pretty much universally how it is. Nobody has a problem with this whatsoever. It's just interesting to me that's the way it is. In football, if you hold and get away with it, I guess it wasn't holding. A.J. Pierzynski in baseball has made a career out of forcing the hand of umpires to make bad calls. And he's universally celebrated. Hey, heads up play by A.J. right there. And this German goalkeeper, what he did was heads up. I'm not saying he should be blamed. I'm just saying it's interesting that he can fool the officials. He can deceive the officials into making a horrendous call. And he's celebrated for it. Not only is he not questioned, he's given an abundance of props, if there can be such a thing. Just interesting to me. I'm not saying that's good. I'm not saying that's the way it should be. I'm just saying that's the way it is. And to me, it's interesting that it is that way. I'm Brian Noe. That's a no-brainer.